Greetings, how you guys doing? I wanted to go ahead and speak to everybody and just talk to you guys for a bit. Still out of town working, that's why I have these moments where I disappear. And I'm not disappearing on purpose, trust me. And on top of that, as I'm working out of town, I get my spirit. I'm on my spiritual journey. This is a part of it. Whether I like it or not, it's part of my spiritual journey. It's what's going to make my entire life completely better, including myself going first, obviously. So I just wanted to reach out to people that are just starting their spiritual journey, on it already, been on it for thousands of years, however number you want to put on it. Remember, you're going to come across a lot of information. And yeah, there's a lot of information out there that you may resonate with. And there's other information that you don't resonate with. Do not be afraid. And what I mean by not being afraid is the fact that you have an ego and a consciousness. You have a duality within you. You have a correspondence within you. You have a polarity within you. You have a lot. You have the laws within you, the laws of the universe, the laws of life within you. All right, and we are as humans deal with our duality more than anything else, to me, in our mind. But excuse me, at this moment there are certain parts in our lives where we deal with our duality, which would be our consciousness and our ego, subconscious and conscious, our left and right brain, our emotional side, our logical side. We deal with that on a daily basis. All right, and there's a lot of things where you do something petty, or you'll do something within anger, or you'll do something, or something will pop up in your head like, hey, go talk to that person, and another thought will come across and nah, fuck that person. Let's just be honest with it. Let's just be honest with it. That's exactly what your mind will say. You're not gonna say this nice, sweet thing every single time, depending on your personality, of course. But it's not going to be something sweet. It's going to be something daring. It's going to be something thought-provoking, whether you use a F word or F bomb or S, whatever you use. It's going to be something towards you internally that's going to be like, ooh, damn, all right, you serious. That's your ego. So you meet a guy, you meet a girl, and you guys are talking. It's going great. And the next thing you know, one side of you is like, man, I really like this person. This person's nice. The person that wrote me this morning, I feel great. They woke me up with a positive energy, right? And then you start rolling in these weird little thoughts from time to time of past experiences. Then you start going off of the experiences, those past experiences. You start replaying them over and over. And the more you replay them, the more you start to remind yourself as to, damn, this is the reason why, these are some of the reasons or some of the attributes I didn't like out of the last person. What if this person got it? What if this person has those same kind of flaws, has those same kind of attributes within them, and they're going to project it on me, and it's at a higher frequency than it was before, and it's going to bring me even more stress and more depression and more anxiety, more anger. Now, F that. I'm out. I ain't going to talk to this person no more. I'm not going to reach out to this person anymore. Communication is severed. Who do you think is telling you to do that? It's not God. It's not Oshun. It's not Ogun. That's your ego. A lot of people will tell you, oh, dissolve your ego, let go of your ego, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's true, in a sense. That's half truth, half fact, I should say. No, let's stick that, half truth. The fact is, you must let your ego know and prove to your ego that we can do this. It's okay. Relax. Why am I saying it in that fashion versus dissolve and remove the ego? Because the ego is a part of you. You remove the ego, you have nothing but consciousness. You are completely vulnerable. The ego is your protection. The ego is the reason why you turn to somebody after they done said something completely disastrous towards your character. The first thought when you hear something disastrous towards your character, towards you, towards who you represent, to who you are, and I'm talking about within you, not something that you took on upon yourself from other labels outside of you. Somebody says something disastrous towards you internally, to the self. That ego is gonna come around and be like, yo, smack the fuck out this motherfucker right now. Who the fuck do you think that person is? Or blah blah blah. It's the ego. When you walk past, if you're from the hood and you're walking down the street, in any street, whether it's in the hood, white communities, Asian, it doesn't matter. You see somebody walking down the street and you're walking past them and you're from that background and past experiences start rolling in, the first thought your protector is going to tell you is to say, yo, be aware. And then it will flash these images of how to defend yourself in case there's a possibility of this going completely different than what you thought was just walking past this person, saying, hey, how you doing? Keeping it moving. It prepares you for other possibilities. It protects you. This is your ego. And that higher intelligence and really feeling for this and knowing for that and knowing information, knowing how to process things and intellectually. The consciousness is that God damn it. How can I? Oh man, it was on the Animaniacs show, WB. Warner Brothers made it. I think it's Mandy with the dog and the little girl, and everywhere the little girl will go, the moment she wakes up, the dog is in complete panic and he's stressing. Why? Because every day before the mom leaves, she looks at the dog and say, hey, you protect her. It's like, he's with it. Of course he's with it. That was his first love. And now there's the second love. Gotta protect both. Next thing you know, the mom's gone. She takes off running through the city. She's climbing on top of skyscrapers, walking around construction sites, almost getting eaten by sharks, walking on it's crazy how this little girl is surviving every obstacle, every possibility that's coming against her, or what she just willingly walks herself into. Because sometimes that's what we do. We willingly walk ourselves into certain situations that we should not be in whatsoever. And we're just like, la 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 la, da da da. Ooh, look at the little flower. And there's an anvil coming straight for your head. Next thing you know, something moves and shifts your entire body to the right. Boom. Oh shit. The anvil dropped. Oh, look at this little flower. You are not, you don't care. You don't know what's okay? That is your consciousness willingly able to get itself into any situation because you see the beauty in things. You see the beauty in someone. You see the beauty in all. But your protector, your ego, has to constantly be fighting, constantly watching out for you, constantly being on guard to see what's happening, what's going on, what's out there. Without one or the other. So My suggestion, I'm not telling you what to do. My suggestion, this information is to say, be one with your ego. Be one with your protector. Because the more you become one with your protector, the more you learn from your protector, the more you, and this is something that will help, because I notice a lot of people just drop breadcrumbs, and it's not really breadcrumbs. It's like the little information is like, all right, shit, ain't nothing there. So another suggestion: when you are being one with your ego, question your ego. If you're walking past somebody and you ready to, for some reason, you ready to knock this person out, but there's no real meaning to you wanting to knock this person out, because you don't know who this person is. You don't know who this person is. But off instinct, off of the ego, off the protection of self, if he flinches, bam, he out. Because I thought he was going to attack me. I thought he was reaching in his pocket for something. Check yourself. Why do I want to hit this person for no reason whatsoever? Oh, there is a reason. You're protecting him. But this person doesn't pose a threat. And then once you are able to answer that question, until there is no more questions, the ego has to listen to you and realize, oh shit, you're right. Because we just walked past this person 15 minutes ago and we're still walking and nothing happened. I gotta check my ego. So yeah, man. Check your ego. Be one with your ego. And a lot of doors are going to open up for you. What I mean by a lot of doors, for me, this is how I understand opening a lot of doors from here. Because you're able and you're willing to continue to grow. You don't open doors, keys open doors. You don't open doors to this, how the hell do you expect to succeed or to expand yourself or to unlocking the mysteries of life? You're just going to be one of those other people that's on TV fabricating lives, keeping you looped in. There's some programs that do not keep you looped in, but come on, man. I mean, we're not in that that George Jefferson and we're not on that Sanford and Son frequency anymore, where you was able to broadcast your own network, you was able to broadcast your own shows and there was even people of our caliber having talk shows on smaller networking channels and having guests speak whatever they needed to speak, whether it be about politics, religion, information, knowledge. Like, we're not in that field anymore. We're in the internet field. And if you talk too much, your entire channel gets deleted or it gets suspended or it gets removed out of nowhere, because whatever made up rule there is on internet, when there was an era where there was no rules. So now you got to find your way through this little maze just to go ahead and provide, receive, apply information that truly resonates with you to be more.